It's 8 a.m. on this Thursday morning, September 17th, 2020. It's time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Thursday morning, September 17th, 2020. Good morning to y'all this lovely Thursday morning, September 17th, 2020. It's 8 a.m. and the mountain temperature is 56 degrees. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News at 8 a.m. is Hurricane Center. Disturbance in Gulf of Mexico has a 70% chance of becoming a tropical depression. We'll have more on that coming up on the weather segment of the Peter Channel Morning News coming up in a few minutes from now. CDC Director Robert Redfield walks back Senate testimony that masks were better against COVID-19 than vaccines. U.S. attorney denies report that Barr asked prosecutors to consider criminal charges against Durkin. As Biden strongly leads Trump, GOP senators express willingness to work with Democrats if he wins. Swing state polls show Biden far ahead in Minnesota with narrow lead in Wisconsin. NIH very concerned about serious side effects in AstraZeneca coronavirus vaccine trial. Oregon and Florida these battle conspiracy theories as firefighters fight the flames. Trump appointing Michael Cupido takes leave of absence from HHS after online rant. Harvard Board Ryan Dennis sentenced to 12 years for Medicaid fraud. Novichok found a water bottle in hotel room, says Devani's team. Barbados to drop Queen Elizabeth II as head of state. Meghan McCain rips media for giving very little attention to Middle East peace deal. Trump deserves credit. Kayleigh McEnany tells CNN reporter to come work at the White House for details on health care plan. Tropical storm Vicky, which is swirling in the East Atlantic, is expected to weaken to a depression on Thursday, forecasters said. Hurricane Teddy is expected to be a major storm by Friday. Authorities inquired about a heat rate used against protesters near the White House this summer on the day federal forces were criticized for use of tear gas to clear a path for President Trump. Travel depression solid trenches Alabama and Georgia with torrential rains. U.S. accuses two Russian hackers of stealing $17 million of cryptocurrency. Solid brings floods to Gulf Coast Florida bridge breaks away. Empty bowls raises over $100,000 to fight hunger in the Attleboro area. Foxborough Committee wins Knockback first Tony Cosia Child Protection Award. North Attleboro allowing high-risk teachers to work remotely. Foxborough man faces cocaine trafficking charge after undercover probe. Attleboro Will Tree Poultry Farm, the well-known city-based business is recalling about 6,890 pounds of chicken salad due to misbranding and declared allergen in the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Food Safety, and Inspector Service announced on Wednesday. Seekonk City Store Crisp Mill up for sale. Smoke from California wildfires causing a hazy orange Brockton area sky. In Taunton, a parent would say she witnessed the virtual class in which a young student allegedly engaged in sexual contact on camera disputes. The school department asserted that the teacher acted quickly to shut it down. Stock markets have now seen the peak of Fed stimulus unless these two things happen. Looking at the stocks that are down. Up 36.78 at 28.32.38. S&P 500 15.71 at 33.85.49. And Nasdaq down 11.50. Nasdaq down 139.86 at 11.50.47. And Facebook's Project Aria is test driving the tech for AR glasses on real-world people this year. In the first step, astronomers detected a giant planet orbiting a dead star. NASA bolds possible mission to Venus after recent discovery of possible life. SpaceX's next Starlink launch to break Falcon 9 Fermi reuse record. COVID-19 linked to preterm delivery, CDC report said. Southern Hemisphere has record low flu cases amid COVID lockdowns. And now, looking at sports at 8:05. Boston Red Sox fall to the Miami Marlins 8-4. Sox and Marlins go out at 1:15 p.m. out in Miami, while the Boston Celtics and the Miami take on Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals at 6:40 p.m. down in Miami. Big Ten teams start sprint toward unusual football season. Miami Moore of WNBA weds Jonathan Adams and makes she up free, and Garrett Cole picks up her one-of-a-career victory and Yankees win. Peter, children's up. 8:05, time now for Peter. Channel traffic and trends to check. Beep on the MBTA subway system, looking good. Commuter rail, Fitchburg Line, train 7408, 7:10 a.m. from Wachusett operated 5 to 10 minutes basket between Air and North Station due to freight train traffic, and ferries day looking good. Okay, let's take a look at the highways and byways in New England. Tonight, 5 minutes up and side. A little bit slow between Johnson and Warwick. 130 to the both ends back to Newport Bridge. 95 at the north end side. Little slow. 120 Gatton. Sever Expressway on both ends back between the Dorchester down the Quincy area. Sever Expressway southbound side. So between Quincy down the Braintree and Route 3 southbound side. Low slow on 128 at the Burlington. 120 at the northbound side. So the Peabody stretch. 190 on the northbound side. Little slow the Worcester stretch. 391 northbound side. Little bit slow on the Springfield stretch. 91 northbound side. Little slow Route 2 and Greenfield, Massachusetts, and Mass Pike eastbound side, lows on Lee, Mass. And 95 at the southbound side, so between Centford down to Greenwich, Connecticut, and Mare Parkway westbound, so between Newark down to Greenwich. And up in northern New England, 7, New Hampshire, 89, southbound side, lows on Warner, New Hampshire. Maine Turnback at the northbound side, lows on Portland, Maine. 95 at the northbound side, lows on Herman, Maine. And 95 at the southbound side, lows on Medway, Maine. Northbound side, Lowe's on Howell, Maine, and 91 southbound side, Lowe's on Newport, Vermont. Peter Chill News Time is 8:07. Time now for weather report. Tropical pressure south now, 30 mile per hour winds, minimum set pressure 1,000 millibars, 31.8 to the north, 85.7 to the west, moving northeast at 12 miles an hour, and widespread flooding is expected from central Georgia to southeastern Virginia along the central Gulf Coast. Most widespread moderate of major river flooding from the historic rainfall event will crest by the weekend, but rivers will remain elevated well in the next week. Teddy, Hurricane Teddy, 105 mile per hour winds, 970 millibars, 18.3 to the north, 52.3 to the west, and moving northwest at 12 miles an hour. And Teddy's strength is over the open land, expected to become a major hurricane by Friday. And at 5 a.m., unless certain time, the center of Hurricane Teddy was located to latitude 18.3 to the north, longitude 52.3 to the west, and Teddy is moving toward the northwest near 12 miles per hour, and this general motion is expected to continue throughout the weekend. Max the same winds near 105 miles per hour, gusts and the initial strength in this forecast during the next couple of days, and Teddy could become a major hurricane Thursday night or Friday. Hurricane force winds exit up to 35 miles out from the center, tropical storm force winds extend upwards of 255 miles from the center. Estimated set pressure is 970 millibars at 20.65 inches. Surf large swells journeying by Teddy out reaching the Lesser Antilles and the northeastern coast of South America and should spread westward to the Greater Antilles and the Bahamas, Bermuda, and the east coast of the United States throughout the weekend, as well as likely to cause light, threatening surf, and rip current conditions. And please consult your local web office. Tropical Vicky, 4 mile per hour winds, minimum set temperature 1,008 millibars, 21.9 at the north, 36.7 to the west, and moving west-northwest at 7 miles an hour. Central location 21.9 at the north, 36.7 to the west, and moving same winds 40 miles an hour, and moving west-northwest at 7 miles an hour. At 5 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time, the center of tropical storm 50 was located in latitude 21.9 north and longitude 36.7 to the west. And Vicky is moving toward the west northwest near 7 miles per hour, and it turns to the west is forecast later today, followed by a west southwest most of the Friday. Max sustained winds under 40 miles per hour with our gusts and weaken is forecast. And Vicky is forecast to become a tropical depression later today and a running low by the night. Tropical force winds at was 35 miles per hour from the center. It's been a set pressure 1,008 millbars at 29.77 inches. Okay, let's take a look at the surface number one. Thunderstorm activity is continuing to decrease and become better organized this morning, and associated with a well-defined low pressure system with a southwestern Gulf of Mexico. Upper level winds are gradually becoming more conductive for development, and in the recent development trend continues. A tropical pressure and a tropical storm could form later today. Don't expect to be meander over the southwestern Gulf of Mexico for the next day, so it's moving slowly northward to the northeastward. On Friday and Saturday, in the Air Force Reserve, we access aircraft is scheduled to investigate the disturbance this afternoon. Formation chance for forecast, high 9%. Formation chance in 5 days, high 9%. Elgin area low pressure located a few hundred miles southwest out of Cabo Verde Islands has produced disoriented showers of thunderstorm activity. Environmental conditions are expected to be conductive for development during the next few days, and a tropical pressure could form before the upper level winds become less favorable over the weekend. The lows forecast to move west northwest of 10-15 miles an hour during the next several days, and formation chance of 40 hours, medium 40%. Formation chance of 5 days, medium 50%. And surface number 3, showers and thunderstorms have become more concentrated this morning and associated with a non-tropical subtropical development is possible over the next day. So it moves up east southeastward, then northeastward about 10 miles per hour. The system is expected to reach the coast of Portugal late Friday. And formation chance of 40 hours, low 30%. Formation chance of 5 days, low 30%. Gonna take a look at some models. Let's see what Teddy will do. The European model says Teddy is gonna be way off the Nantucket coast, bringing some rain and wind by around early Tuesday. While it's going to be bringing rain and wind, while it's going to be striking around western Nova Scotia and around Danny, Spain. GFS model says it's way out of the coast, so it's too soon to tell, but we'll keep you posted. A dry and warm afternoon will come to an end tonight as a cold front across the region. This front may bring a few brief sprinkles of light showers late tonight and Friday morning, with perhaps a couple hours of steady rainfall could find the Cape Downs. Otherwise, the main story with unseasonably cold temperatures in the early next week, along with a track of Hurricane Teddy. At this time, odds favor Teddy passing part in the eastern region to limit potential impacts to just some minor coast flooding and minor beach erosion and ice surf, and nonetheless, a low risk exists for a track closer to the coast with a period of stronger rain and wind impacting eastern New England and dry weather, with moderate temperatures are expected by the middle of the week. Above normal temperatures in many locations reaching the upper 70s to low 80s, and much milder early this morning with the last two, with current temperatures being in the 50s to low 60s, but partly steady with skies expected in the afternoon, but middle have a level cloudiness will increase by today. A cold front will still wall out west in western New York. Continued warmer convection will lead to an increase in humidity and above normal temperatures this afternoon at 925 millbars. Temperatures rise to 16 to 18 Celsius, which will start support out in the upper 70s to low 80s, given the mild start. The heights get overperforming for the bit with down sloping winds as perfect sounding, so deep mixing for many locations have been between 850 millbars. However, winds at the level are not overly impressive, about 10 knots, and is not out of the question that local sea breezes could develop, and furthermore, increasing Clouds in the lingering smoke from the western wildfires will help to limit the daytime high. Nonetheless, it is a warmer than average day with higher forecasted of 5 to 10 degrees above normal, normalized for mid-September in the low to mid-70s, and dew points also surge into the low 60s for the south coast and the middle to upper 50s elsewhere, but the uptick in humidity. Cam guidance shows the kind of about second and southeast or early afternoon, the moisture storm frontal passage with dry mid-levels. Expect dry weather to persist from the afternoon. Forecast goes like this. It'll be increased clouds for the day, high of 79 degrees. Wind southwest about 5 to 8 miles per hour for tonight. Slight chance of showers at 1 a.m. Clouds got lower at 34 degrees and not for wind coming north around 6 miles per hour after midnight. Chance of 20% for Friday. 8 chance of showers being before 11 a.m. Clouds got high at 60 degrees and north with about 10 to 15 miles per hour with gust size 23 miles per hour for chance of 30% for Friday night. Park clouds got about 39 degrees and north with about 8 miles per hour for Saturday. Sun got about 62, low 37 degrees and north east with about 9 miles per hour gust size 22 miles per hour for Sunday. Most of the sun skies have about 59, low 44 degrees, and north east at about 7 to 9 miles per hour with gust size 21 miles per hour for Monday. Sunday and broadcast skies about 60, low 45 degrees, north east at about 9 to 11 miles per hour with gust size 21 miles per hour for Tuesday. Most of the sun skies about 64, low 40 degrees, and north with about 9 miles per hour. And for Wednesday, sun skies have about 74 degrees with a west with about 6 miles per hour. Right now, Norton, it's overcast and 56 degrees, and that's coming for the Peter Chiller Morning News on this. Furthermore, on September 17th, 2020, I'm Peter J. Williams. Hope you have a good morning with a good positive attitude. Stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. We'll see you at noontime for a noontime report. Hope you have a good morning.